coaches, number 5, at small forward, at 6'6" inches, number 9, Dylan. The other forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 1, at center, 6'10", number 28, Alfred Chingu. At the other goal, at 6 feet 4, number 4.
Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Houston. On Saturday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Brandon Clark out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. And for the Rockets, Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Amen Thompson out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And with the new season just underway, Richard, you can feel the excitement around the league.
It's one of my favorite times of the year, BA. And after all the hard work these guys put in during the offseason, now we get to see if it's paid off.
Now here's Morant. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. Here's Bane. Brooks with the rebound. And it's Houston's ball. This is the first they're seeing of Memphis.
And in a series of the have-nots last year, they came out on the losing end, really looking for some improvement here.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Memphis with a rebound. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
From deep, Bane drops in the 3.
Just another day in the office for Mr. Bane.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Şengün. Brooks outside. And here's Van Vliet. Outside, Green. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
Morant got a hand on it. Pass to Van Vliet. Outside, Green. 14 feet away. Houston with another miss.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Morant against Green. The drive by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
That first step of Ja, he's one of the few guys that's not only quick, but fast. And this man is lightning fast.
Van Vliet outside. Back to Green. And stolen by Bane. Pass to Wells. Bane against Green. Now here's Morant. Charity stripe shot. And he hits the jumper. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers. Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Let's hear you make some noise.
Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. Memphis, 4th.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Jackson against Thompson. Van Vliet outside. Back to Thompson. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Şengün, the screen. Looking to win the run. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, it took them 5 tries, but they showed they can make a basket, I guess.
Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his 3rd year. Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11 post guy. He is so skilled.
Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah.
And how about the defensive impact he's had, racking up 3 blocks and making his presence felt?
Count it. Good. Morant's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Morant, following the score by Houston. Here's Jackson. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Thompson. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 4. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Oh, that is well said. They're being handed free points and just couldn't convert.
Here's Wells. 8 points in his last time out. Morant against Van Vliet. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Şengün, a screen on Bain. Here's Green. To the paint. The kick out to Van Vliet. Lets it go from deep. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
You could see it before the ball even got to him. Van Vliet was locked and loaded, ready for that thing to fly.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Timeout. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
For your Rocket Houston team.
Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Little Tippers. Get loud for them once again.
Rockets trail by 5. Van Vliet outside. For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Houston shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That free throw, no good. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
He hits the second from the line.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Rebounded by Green. Rockets trail by 4. On the wing, Brooks. Pass break. Here come the Rockets. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
Free throw dropped for Brooks. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or 2. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
It's good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Moran against Van Vliet. Pass to Thompson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. And he gets that one. Morant's got 14 points.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. Shoots over Jackson. Thompson, no good.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Aldama outside. Clark with a screen on Van Vliet. To the inside. Kicks it out to Bane. The 3. Brooks with the rebound.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Outside, Green. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Okay, that's some impressive range from Green. Daring the defense to cover him that far out? Well, look, he can have that.
Here's Bane. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bane has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bane was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
That free throw misses. And when it comes to the Grizzlies, They're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
Eason's checked in for Green. Good on the second one.
An effective two-way threat. Have to be impressed with Bane's steady improvement year after year.
Pass to Şengün. And Clark with a block. Now here's Aldama. Defense right on him. Here's Eason. It's Eason with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Clark. An 11-point game for him in the win against Utah. Tries it from the block. Morant, no good. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for Houston. They trail by 1. Thompson's shot is off. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Morant against Şengün. And Clark gets it to go on the assist by Morant.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
The Rockets have got 6 of 14 in so far. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Şengün. Over Edey. And again, it's Houston.
Yeah, he's off to an impressive start. Always nice to get 3 of your first 4 to drop.
Aldama outside. Back to Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 16 points now.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks.
Morant's got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick-and-roll set.
Rockets trail by 5. Brooks outside. With some arc. And the layup is up and in.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Van Vliet against Morant. A minute 53 left in the first quarter here. The Rockets pull it in.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Thompson. Over Clark. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Thompson. Whitmore comes in for Brooks. And it's Shepard in for Van Vliet. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Ja Morant. Memphis leading by 3. 1:27 left in the first. Pippen pass to Jackson. Picked by Aldama. Jackson down low. He's against Smith. Count it. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
You won't see Jackson take a lot of mid-range jumpers, but he is certainly capable from there.
Şengün, the screen. To the middle. And Şengün throw it down.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Pass to Edey. Jackson outside. They set a pick. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Here's Eason. It's Eason with the jam.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Pass to Edey. Outside Bane. From deep. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
And that was far, but this is the range that Bane possesses.
Here's Shepard, still without a bucket. From 9 feet. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. We'll be right back with you shortly. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
So, on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Jackson out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Edey. And it's Pippen in at the point. Nice shot by Kennard.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Now here's Green. 20 points for him last game against Charlotte.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Now here's Adams. Pass to Green. 4-3. Look at Green showing off his range.
Whenever the opponent makes a three, it feels like Jalen's got that mindset that he wants to answer.
Pippen, pass to Kennard. Jackson against Smith. Jackson down low. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Ooh, those are some grown man points there by Jackson Jr.
Green, the pass to Adams. Here's Whitmore. Back to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Now here's Jackson. And another shot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And you can see the strength that Jackson has added to that huge frame. He is turning into a monster.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
He's become a dependable scorer. This man, Jaren Jackson Jr., well, look, he's averaged double digits over the course of his early career.
Edey, first personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Green. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies lead by 5. And out of bounds, Houston will have it. And here we have the 2K leaderboard with last year's best three-point shooters. You look at Kennard, never leave him open. Second in the association from deep.
He shot with nearly unmatched confidence from the arc last year, and the numbers and his position on this list clearly reflect that.
Houston has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Outside Eason. Pass to Green. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Jackson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Richard, the former second overall pick in 2021, we all see the potential for Jalen Green.
When you see the physical ability combined with his shooting range, he's got a chance to be one of the top scorers in this league.
Here's Wells. Still no points. Off target from three-point range. Outside Eason. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
You don't win Defensive Player of the Year unless you're extremely disruptive. Jackson was all over that.
Nice shot by Kennard.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And here's Adams from the arc. Houston with another miss. Grizzlies lead by 7. Kennard outside. Inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. So for the Rockets, Thompson, he's checked in for Adams. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Whitmore. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Kennard. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
They are here, the one and only Clutch City, Texas.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The kick out to Van Vliet. No good on the 3.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Wells, defended by Eason. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. And that one drops. And now it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Van Vliet, the pass to Smith. Back to Van Vliet. On the wing, Thompson. To get back on track. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
Houston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Thompson, 2 shots.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Memphis leading by 7. Here's Pippen. He had 16 in the win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
Payne, no good. The Rockets have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Smith passes to Van Vliet. Back to Smith. Outside Eason. 4 on the clock. And here's Thompson for 3. He buries it from 3. Thompson's got 8 points.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And here's Green from the arc. The rebound by Edey.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
They get it back. On the wing, Bane. Another shot. Goes up again. And it's good on the layup. He's got 6.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Green up top, guarded by Bane. Ooh, Green wanted those 2.
Well, Green can really move. He gets going downhill and slips right by the contact.
Timeout call. Memphis.
It's time for the next cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Nice try. It's all good. Dancing machine. Let's see what you got.
Making some changes. Şengün comes in for Smith, and it's Dylan Brooks in for Eason. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Pippen. Outside Morant. Picked by Aldama. And he lobs it up top.
And there's the IQ from Morant, knowing where his man's going to be.
And it's Green with the ball for Houston. 8-point game. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Cashes it in from 11 feet. Green's got 12 points.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Morant surveying the floor. Look at Morant working the paint. Nice.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
For Houston, they've gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. The electric job, Morant. High-flying, fast, fearless, Memphis. Where's that mentality come from, RJ?
There is just a fearlessness like you mentioned. Most players, you just have that mindset. You don't care. You're going to attack the rim. Doesn't matter if you could potentially get hurt. You are going to take off. That mindset is a level of aggressiveness that only Ja Morant possesses.
And so it's Memphis with it after the basket by Houston. Here's Aldama. Offline with a three. Rockets trail by 6. And stolen by Morant. Unloads. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Green against Bane. And it's Green missing.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Green against Bane. Jacks up a 3. 12. That's good. And it's an 11-point Memphis lead.
Not just a scorer, Bane is willing to set up others and does a very good job of it.
And here's Van Vliet. Outside, Green. Green answers the 3.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Aldama outside. Back to Morant. Şengün with a steal. Back comes Houston in transition. Here's Brooks. Cleared away by Wells. Memphis leading by 8. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Amin Thompson.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Memphis shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And the Rockets making a change here. Eason's checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots. Rockets trail by 10. Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet outside. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
And for Van Vliet, most of his shot attempts come from beyond the arc.
Timeout call. Memphis. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
It's your Blood Crew!
Is checked in for Memphis. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. The Rockets 4th.
You can see the emphasis they put on rebounding. Such a huge part of their game and one that they didn't ignore.
Outside Morant. Back to Clark. Pass to Bain. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
Yeah, and they did a lot of winning, Allie. Rockets trail by 7. Van Vliet with it. 6 points for him. And here is Şengün. Clark covers. Clark on the double. Şengün. Yep, that one's good. Şengün's got 11.
Şengün beat you with finesse and physicality.
Pass to Wells. Back to Morant.
2 minutes.
The Rockets pull it in.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Now here's Şengün. Here's Eason, guarded by Bain. Thompson against Clark. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
Morant against Van Vliet. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 20.
And if you're wondering what makes Josh so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
Pass to Brooks. Thompson outside. Fires the 3. That shot, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Van Vliet against Morant. Eason pulls it in.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And here's Brooks. There's 38 seconds left in the second. Here's Thompson. And they pick up 2. Thompson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Morant, the pass to Clark. Back to Morant. Here's Wells. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Wells taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
Van Vliet against Morant. Van Vliet outside. Shoots. And the Rockets tack on 2 more. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Grizzlies up by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. You're thinking about the shot. You were so close. Give it up for the participants.
Hello and welcome, everybody. It was a big first half for Ja Morant, and we've come to expect this. And you two both know what it's like to be in the zone like that.
Yeah, Kenny's been there a few times, but I think I kind of work in every time I hit the court.
Oh, yeah? What about at the end of your career? When remember you was in Boston and you were getting the ball? You know what, actually? No, you weren't in the zone.
Yeah, I'm going to show you something at the end of the break.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Houston Rockets.
One thing that's helped tonight, their three-point shooting. Those triples add up fast, don't that, Kenny?
That's why I shoot them. If they have fours, I take them too. But here's one thing. You have to have floor balance, and you have to really create clean looks, though.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And Houston has possession, trailing by 5. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dylan Brooks is out there with Thompson, and it's Şengün in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And here's Green from the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Bane finds Morant. Now here's Clark. Green covering. On the wing, Bane. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Green. Good D by Clark. Memphis leading by 5. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Up top, Morant, guarded by the... Oh, throw it down! Wow!
Ooh, as usual, Morant bringing down the house.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the Rockets shooting at 49% so far in the game. Van Vliet, the pass to Green. Thompson outside. Thompson, a screen on Bane. Here's Green. Houston with another miss.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Van Vliet against Morant. Circus shot, Ja Morant.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Thompson outside. Brooks outside. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Brooks has gotten his second bucket on the night.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Morant against Van Vliet. Morant, no good. And Brooks has got the ball here for Houston. 6-point game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Green against Bane. Clock is at 3. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Cleared away by Wells.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 11 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Thompson outside. Şengün, a screen on Jackson. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
The sheer size of Thompson makes it difficult for defenders to match up well against him.
He's made 3 or 4 free throw attempts in this game.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Thompson. Grizzlies lead by 6. Jackson outside. Pass to Wells. There's the triple. Thompson pulls it in. Houston has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside for Brooks. The 3 is up. Memphis with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
And the basket by Clark. And the Grizzlies lead by 8. Here's Van Vliet. Give him 8. Brooks outside. And here's Thompson for 3. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Now here's Morant. 24 points for him. Oh, a determined bucket from Morant.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Here's Thompson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Jaren Jackson picks one up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
And he makes a first. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Both free throws good from Thompson.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Grizzlies lead by 5. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Let's make some noise for your Rockford. Attention fans, now on the court is your Rock. Get back and let's hear it. It's time for T-shirts.
Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. The 4th spot held by the Grizzlies.
They had the bodies and the energy needed to be a strong defensive team, and they made it hard for opponents to do damage.
Van Vliet against Moran. Back to Clark. Here's Edey. Give him 8. From deep, Moran. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 7 tonight. And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a 2-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
Now here's Bane. He's got 7. Up top, Morant, guarded by Van Vliet. And it's Morant missing.
How did he brick that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Thompson against Clark. Van Vliet outside. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Green. 17-foot shot on the way. Ja Morant grabs the miss.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
There's a nice continuity to their offense when Bane's hitting shots from all over the court.
Down low. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Morant. 26 points for him. Clark with a screen on Van Vliet. Morant against Van Vliet. Morant, no good.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
They grab their own miss. Floats one up. Şengün, no good. Grizzlies lead by 6. Outside Bane. Pass to Edey. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Improving that vision since he came to the league. Bane with a nice dish in.
Eason's checked in for Houston. And Memphis also making a switch. Aldama's checked in. Rockets trail by 9. Thompson outside. Now Şengün. He's got 13. Green for 3. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Timeout called. Memphis. Grizzlies lead by 6. Now here's Morant. 26 points for him. And he comes up with a bucket. Morant's got 28.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Van Vliet against Morant. Van Vliet, the pass to Eason. Şengün, a screen on Bane. Green for 3. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Deflected.
A little attitude on that swat. Şengün making his presence felt.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And stolen by Bane. From deep, Morant. Oh, a bomb from Ja.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And here's Van Vliet. Give him 8. It's Thompson, high post. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 4 assists in the game. Clark outside. Outside Morant, beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Van Vliet with it. Pass to Thompson. Count that bucket. Thompson's got 23.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Outside Bane. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. Bane's got 13.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
To the inside. Here's Eason. Misses from close range. Grizzlies lead by 12. From deep, Bane. Offensive rebound. Aldama outside. Outside Bane. Second chance effort. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
When you have the strength of Bane, he does not mind getting the contact to get to the line. He actually has a knack for it.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Bane. So for the Rockets, Smith, he's checked in for Thompson. Whitmore comes in for Green. And Holiday subbed in for Van Vliet. And Memphis also making a switch. Pippen's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Whitmore. He's scoreless. Blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Shepard, he's checked in for Holiday. Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. Memphis on D.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Picked by Smith.
2 minutes.
Here's Shepard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Whitmore outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. There's 1:47 left in the third. Now Morant. He's got 31. Morant.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Outside Whitmore. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter here.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Pippen, defended by Eason. Pippen, pass to Moran. Here's Pippen. No made baskets yet. Shot clock at 5. Over Eason. Pippen, no good.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
That's good from Eason. On the assist by Shepard. Eason's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, Shepard has a knack of getting his teammates open looks.
Left side, Moran. And that one's drained from the low block. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Shepard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, when I watch Reed Shepard play, I'm sometimes reminded of John Stockton. The type of handle and the way he goes to the cup, quicker and more athletic than he appears. You know, I know that's big shoes to fill, but I just like the similarities and the intensity.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. The three ball sends it home from three-point land. Bain's got 18 points in the game. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Santi Aldama out there with Edey. Then it's Desmond Bain. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Getting aggressive through the defense. Bain has to fight for this one.
Shooting for Memphis, Desmond Bain at the line for 1.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Rockets trail by 18. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Green. Picked by Smith. Here's Whitmore. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Here's Pippen inside. Here's Bain. Good work defensively by Whitmore.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Pass to Smith. Picked by Smith. Green for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wells has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Aldama, covered by Smith. Here's Pippen. Pass to Bain. Clock at 4. Puts up a deep 3. And again, it's Memphis missing.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Eason can't get it to go. Grizzlies lead by 16. Bain into the lane, and that one is stuffed right through.
Strong move by Bain. You could see it in his eyes that no one was stopping that drive.
Smith with a screen on Bain. Here's Whitmore. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Bain. Here's Wells. Defended by Eason. Outside Bain. Launches it. And the three-pointer goes. Bain's got 26.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
All right, fans, it's touchdown time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. You are me. Everybody get down. You're on the big screen.
The Rockets making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in.
On to the floor for your Rockets. Number 5, Fred Van Vliet.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Adams. Here's Wells. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
Second team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Wells. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. RJ, what are your thoughts on the new collective bargaining agreement?
I hate it. I think owners should be allowed to spend as much money as they want. I think it should be a spending contest. That's what I think should happen.
He does not get the second one. Rockets trail by 20. Outside Eason. Pass to Van Vliet. Picked by Smith. Clock at 6. The drive by Van Vliet. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. You know, it's hard to understate the value Van Vliet brings to this team, Richard.
When you look back at Toronto's championship in 2019, he made some huge plays. When the moment got big, he came through and came out on top.
That free throw good from Van Vliet.
Oh, he is a coach's dream. That's why they love Van Vliet. The intangibles are off the chart, and the execution is consistent.
Clark is checked in for Aldama. Both free throws good from Van Vliet.
Yeah, they're playing catch-up at this point, but they've done a nice job at the free throw line here in the second half.
Pass to Edey. Outside Bain. Here's Pippen. Down low. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
To the paint. Here's Adams. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Edey. Now here's Bain. With the floater. Here's Wells. The 3. No good that time. Clark against Green. Over Clark. And the Rockets tack on 2 more. Here's Wells. Knocked away. Outside Eason. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Brandon Clark.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Tari Eason is seen by some as a player on the rise, Richard. Things are coming together for him.
Yeah, his game is evolving along with his confidence. When young players put in work, they are going to get better, and that's what Eason has done.
That one misses. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Desmond Bain. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. Memphis leading by 16. Fires the 3. And again, it's Memphis missing.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Van Vliet finds Eason. Good D by Clark.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Here's Pippen, defended by Eason. Pippen, pass to Jackson. Up and over Smith. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
Now here's Van Vliet. Outside, Green. Adams against Clark. Double team on Adams. 4 on the clock. And that one's good. Green.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Misses the baby hook. Rockets trail by 15. And here's Smith. Outside for Green. There's the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Clark's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Here's Wells, defended by Eason. Pass to Morant. Puts up a 3. Eason pulls it in. Houston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. To the middle. Fader on the way. Here's Adams. And he can't get that one. Good D by Clark. Morant against Van Vliet. Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Sometimes Morant just makes this look effortless. He's such a gifted passer.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 17. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Van Vliet's got 4 points this quarter.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Morant, the pass to Pippen. Back to Morant. Ja slithers.
Powerful.
Yes!
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Now here's Green. Lets it fly. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Pippen, guarded by Van Vliet. Driving to the basket. Outside Morant. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds in the game. And Morant clears the board.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Desmond Bain, he's checked in for Ja Morant.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go.
Houston making some changes. Şengün checked in for Adams. Thompson comes in for Smith. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Eason. Grizzlies lead by 17. Jackson outside. Pass to Bain. Clark with a screen on Green. The three from Bain. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Knocks down the triple.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Wells. From deep, Bain. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bain's got 11 points in the quarter.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Pass to Şengün. Brooks outside. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. They led the game at one point by 20.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
The teardrop tipped. Bain against Green. And here is Thompson. Brooks right side. Outside for Green. Sinks the tray. Green's got 14 points now in the second half.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Pippen. Brooks with the rebound. Brooks has got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Outside for Green. From behind the arc. On the wing, Brooks. Let's go with a 3. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 4 assists now tonight. There's a minute 34 left in the game. Memphis leading by 11. Jackson outside. Outside Bain. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Brooks has got the ball here for Houston. Thompson passes to Brooks. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Here's Wells. 54 seconds left in the fourth. Yep, count it. Bain's got 31 points.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Grizzlies.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And this one concludes with their 2nd victory of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. And here's Green from the arc. That shot off the mark. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Bain. Tipped. It's stolen by Green. Back comes Houston in transition. Count the basket. Green's got 31. Bain with it. Pippen, the pass to Bain. Pass to Pippen. Jackson with a screen on Van Vliet. Just 5 to shoot. Releases. Pippen, no good. Memphis wins it. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
We hope you had a great time.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Jaron, you've shown yourself to be an impact player at both ends of the floor. But is defense where it starts?
Yeah, you know, the talking keeps me active, just being able to move my feet, being able to stay low on defense, you know, all those things keep you engaged. And when you do those things, you can make a big impact as the anchor of the team. And, you know, everybody else, they take pride in defense. So if I'm working with everybody else, it's great.
Thanks, Jaron. Congrats on your success.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Ja Morant.